What's your plan if nuclear war breaks out between NATO and Russia? I have keys for the local metro facilities, so building up my Fallout-esque empire I guess. Or a Metro 2033-esque empire. Between you and me, I think a Fallout-esque one would be better. I'm immediately going to stop paying my MasterCard. 5 years later you'll be hunted across the wasteland by the MasterCard bounty hunters for your debt plus interest. I mean, we laugh about it now but not much. I live 2 miles from the Pentagon. How large won't the blast radius be? Asking for a Marylander. Depends on the size of the bomb. This is a cool, scary tool for those interested. https://nuclearsecrecy.com/nucamap/. This gives me hope that I'm far enough away from most major cities to survive. Die. I'm not rich enough to own a bunker, and not important enough to be invited to one. Not important enough to be invited to one. Not with that attitude. Hey you/Bill Gates, I can be funny sometimes, and I make a bomb grilled cheese. Lemon that bunker. Bill Gates decides to log into Reddit to pass time on the way to the bunker. I could really go for a bomb grilled cheese. Being in the suburbs of Washington, D.C., I won't even know when it happens. My family and I will be vaporized instantly. Probably for the best. The survivors are going to be in for some unimaginable hell. In 150 years some dude from a vault will steal a can of Spam from your cupboard. That reminds me I need to put a pencil, some bottle caps, and a folder full of blank pages into my safe. And 13 rounds of 9mm ammunition. 20 if they selected the ammo perk. Limber up a bit, so I don't pull a muscle as I attempt to kiss my ass goodbye. It now counts if you sit on a printer, photocopy your ass cheeks then kiss the sheet of paper. They've recently approved it. I'm going to politely, but firmly, ask them both to stop fighting and talk it out. Carrot found the United Nations Security Council account. Security Council. Sorry, Russia have vetoed this discussion. What I was taught to do in public school. Find a desk and get under it where I'm safe. That's so they know what pile of ash to send to grandma. Correction, that's so they know what pile of ash to send to grandma the other pile of ash. A giant mushroom. Maybe it's friendly. You might survive in the secret tunnel, if you catch my drift. That's a flamin' idea, fellow Hotman. It's all hypothetical anyway, since there is no war in Ukraine basing SE. Take a road trip to the nearby NATO base, sit in the grass outside, open a bottle of wine and smoke a few cigarettes. When the explosion comes I want to make sure I'm in the blast radius. There is 100% chance of not suffering. There is 100% chance of not suffering. For anyone wondering, get close enough to a nuclear blast and your brain won't be able to process the pain signals before your body is completely incinerated. You better make damn sure you're close enough though. If you don't die right away it's going to royally suck all the way until you do. Get close enough to a nuclear blast and your brain won't be able to process the pain signals before your body is completely incinerated. r/uplifting news late 2022 edition. Tut to myself that we got another Fallout before the next Elder Scrolls. Then die horrifically OFC. In the afterlife, hey, you're finally awake. Spends 3 hours making my new character. Dude, I didn't get to create my character the first time. I got stuck with an ugly default. If I get to customize please, bring it on. I'm probably going to have to work that day. Can you imagine the corporate emails? We know that today has been one of historic devastation, and all of us are affected in some way. Friends, co-workers, and family members have been erased from our lives by an army across the planet. We are living through dark times which require decisive action beyond simple thoughts and prayers. We must persevere. This is why we have made the difficult decision to reopen Buck's Stereo World during our normal business hours starting tomorrow. Please report for your regularly scheduled shifts. All absences will be treated as no-call no-shows. Employees can make use of EAP benefits and will be provided iodine tablets when they arrive in 12 to 14 months. In light of the seriousness of this tragedy, casual Fridays are suspended until further notice. Nukes drop. Work, nuclear explosions aren't an excuse for being late. Yeah. So since Charles and Tina were killed by the nuke, we are gonna need you to close tonight, okay? And don't expect overtime as payroll is currently a mound of ashes for now. We are going to circle back with them at a later date and see if we can find a way to tackle this task, but for now we will need to treat you not getting paid as a priority. This is what being a team player means. Confirm this in Outlook, CC me. I'm going to turn on We'll Meet Again by Verilyn, get a lawn chair, put on my sunglasses, and take a nice radiation bath. I know it's a reference, but trust me on this. Kill yourself instead of getting a high dose of radiation. Dying from radiation sickness is one of the most brutal and nastiest ways to go possible. As we know from Hiroshima and Nagasaki, atomic bombs cause horrific casualties over time. The scene from Chernobyl still haunts me. In Missouri there are limestone caves that contain 1.4 billion tons of government cheese. Someone forgot to stock water. You die of salty dehydration. You die mummified by salty cheese, filled with salty cheese. And then you become salty cheese. I'm going to hide a box of instant mashed potatoes, 4 shotgun shells, and a collectible bobblehead in a safe, and scribble a note that holds a clue to the combination. The bobblehead needs to be on top of the note on top of the safe. Too late. I'm afraid to move. I need to die in a way that my skeleton works as environmental storytelling. *DIES face down in a dog bowl. My plan is to get vaporized like a goddamn adult. So this is the vaping all the kids are talking about. If you vape me, I vape you. I hide in my basement, I guess. Go home to my parents' house. This isn't a bad idea if you're not in the blast radius. If you can stay underground for 2 or 3 weeks after a major nuclear strike, most of the worst radiation will have dissipated by then. Just don't open any doors or windows that would let radioactive dust in. After a few weeks you could probably make it to a shelter somewhere, assuming your government is still functional. The hitch with this plan is having everything you need already in the basement, because you probably won't have time to gather it once you know an attack is on the way. I wouldn't say I have an ideal amount of supplies down there, but should be sufficient. I'm fairly rural, so I might stand a chance. I've got a decent amount of dried and tinned foods. If I have time I could fill the bath with water and not leave my house for a couple weeks. From there, who knows? Hopefully some sort of structure would survive to distribute rations. Maybe find others and form some sort of community. Above all, hope I don't die of radiation poisoning. That shit looks horrifying. Yeah, I'm rural enough to not get hit by the blasts, but if the radiation poisoning doesn't get you, the nuclear winter with no food will. Personally, I'm on medication that keeps me alive. I won't outlast that. Yeah, requiring meds to live really puts a damper on end days planning. Agreed. The end. Thanks for watching.